First set of plants I'm rescuing is a skylight to the left, the lungwort, and a red fern. All shade loving. Unfortunately, one of my friends was no longer able to take care of her garden. Weeds were overtaking every one of her plants, and these plants in particular were not going to survive till the end of the season, so I chose to rescue them first. One section of my garden gets full sun. The rest of my property is all shade because of my maple trees and pine trees. Mr. Gardener's finally back, and he's helping me trim this shrub right here so I have more room to put in my hostas.
Her name is Green Bee, and she's digging in hostas.
I'm planting new hostas. My first thing I'm going to do is do a row of hostas right here in between the trees. Oh, I hit a root. That should be deep enough.
Yep.
Perfect, thank you.
So Green Bee dug all of these potholes so to put the flowers in over there. By the way, you probably can't see them, but so over here, she there used to be a lot of branches sticking out, but now they're gone, long gone. And then we'll probably go take all these leaves out to put the mulch in right there. So she already put a lot mulch right here. She's probably go right there, like around here, and then she's making a roll for it.
So we're trying to pick the final spot for the first set of hostas. Where do you think they should go?
One should be right here. Is that a good spot?
Okay, yeah, that looks good. Perfect. Just planted the first set of hostas, and all the way over here, and over here soaking in the water, I have about 24 more hostas to go.
I'm Mr. Go. I'm just planting some plants that you don't want to put too much water. That will not make the plant grow.
Making a little bit more progress. I have my dark colors in the back, then I get a lot brighter, and then I'm going to start changing up the front as well. But you'll see the method of my madness with hostas.
I'm planting this.
After a few hours of gardening, this is the progress so far. Before, it was completely empty. The last step I will take is obviously adding the mulch, but you can see I still have the hole backside to fill. This is a purple fern that I had to still fill with hostas and shade-loving perennials. I'll show you the dent I made in the plants that are still here. Not only am I starting a whole new hosta garden, I'm actually adding to my existing one right now. And this one is pretty established. All those hostas you see there, they were probably like maybe the maximum 6-7 leaves in size, and now they've doubled and tripled, even quadrupled in size. These ones grow great. They are a fantastic ground cover if you want something easy, lazy to take care of. I'm getting down to my last few plants. I have a half shade area over here, but all of these should be able to handle about a quarter day of sun. The hydrangea gets about a quarter day of sun, a little bit in the morning, a little bit in the evening, a tiny bit during the day that comes through the trees. But this is lungwort, and then some more hostas. I actually have a double hosta in here. I have this one, and then I have the popcorn one. All 24 hosta and shade plants have been planted. I added one more right there, obviously the little row up there. And then over here, I added some ground cover sedums, and then another one right here. One secret to spreading these really quickly is toss soil on top. Wherever you toss the soil, the roots will follow, and then you'll get more and more. I put a lamb's ear right here, and then this is in a shady spot, so I put one of my hostas right there. And then this is the rest of my garden. Those are called primroses. The bees love them. There are some weeds in here, but the bees love them, so I keep them until they start to seed, and then I cut them and remove them. But everything we're in the beginning of summer, so there's a lot more to see. Keep following, I'll show you the other side really quick. That is the giant mulch pile I still have to spread all over this and throughout some of the other patches of my garden. But I added all of these. This was 100% bare, nothing was here except for weeds. And then I brought some hostas over here too. This little ground cover one, I put one, around the other side. I put one right here. And then let me show you the other side. Oh, just so you know, I have my own little hosta farm. These are the ones I've been growing by myself over the years, so I can spread those out. The big tall ones, I'm not a fan because they stay tall, except for now. I think they would do actually perfect right in the back here. If I spread them out all in the back, I think it would work out perfect, because then when you look from far away, all you see is their tall leaves. So I take that back. They are a good hosta for a distance, but for up close, they don't kind of, umbrella out and cover the ground around them. But let me show you the other side. Like I said earlier, the same kind of hosta. See how the leaves don't fall, they just sit straight up, which they're really pretty, don't get me wrong, but they don't lay down and spread out like this hosta is. That's one of them that I transplanted, or I should say rescued. Right there, my hydrangea is starting to bloom. I'm excited about that one. These irises, it's been 1 or 2 years now, they haven't bloomed yet. But they're also under shade. So we'll see, I'll give them 1 more year. If not, then I might probably have to move them. These are some existing hostas, but the ones in the back, I planted those. And then the lungwort. Let me show you the rest of my garden. I'm propagating some Dusty Millers. That is mint, spearmint, some more hydrangea, swamp milkweed. This is a white one. My knockout rose is about to bloom. My black-eyed Susans are getting clobbered by my parsley, but I have the parsley there for the swallowtails. These snapdragons came up from last year. Snapdragons are perennials if you take care of them the right way. So those are from last year, so now I turned them into perennials. My sedums, this is technically a weed, but it's kind of really cute, so I'm letting it stay. Once it starts seeding, I'll remove it. My white snapdragon, yellow, the maroon one and pink one over there. This is also like a purple pink maroon. This one is either a yellow or a white. This is my hibiscus. That'll come to the end of summer, and unfortunately it got weed whacked. I guess I had to kind of dig that out a little bit more so it's less tempting to weed whack it. It's so frustrating. You would think landscapers would know better, but unfortunately in this situation they did not. Coneflower, lilac, hydrangea. My rose is looking pretty rough right there. I have this up literally for the weed whackers. Oh, I have no idea what that iris is, so I'm excited to figure out what that one is, but I'll probably trim it halfway so it doesn't overwhelm itself to try and keep itself alive. And then indigo, lilac, that's a white lilac. That one down there is a purple lilac. This is Shasta daisy, another indigo. Coneflower, swamp milkweed for the monarchs, another cone, you know, that might be a weed, but I'm going to call it a coneflower. Some daylilies that haven't bloomed yet, and my bloomerang lilac. So this, it bloomed once, it's going to bloom a second time. Some more coneflowers, which it looks like I have to water them. And that is the tour of my garden.